if you're gonna have a cold start, you might as well have a cold start. I can't feel my hands. Did you bring us mayonnaise?
Yes.
Your hands will stick to the air can. It's one of those days.
They moved. Probably frozen.
Hey, that's badass. All right, gang. So, welcome back to Junkyard Resurrection. You know me, I'm Big Easy. We got Bobo behind the camera. We even got Blake Dog. Come here, buddy. Helping us out today. Blake's got his jacket on, you'll notice, because it is colder than a witch's cold environment. I'll just leave that there. Now, this is not a junker, okay? Actually, if you're interested in purchasing this wicked square body, leave a comment, let us know. It's got a 454. I'm not a Chevy guy. I don't know if it came stock with a 454, but the truck has original paint. It's in really good shape. It's been sitting here for probably about 6 months. Now, like all of them, it ran when it parked here, much like this thing did. I gotta get the hood open. First, we should probably get some of this off. It's really cold out. Wow, that is really cold. So, I know you don't have temperature vision, or I guess temperature feel. I know, Blake, it's cold, buddy. But, trust me, minus 15 is cold. So, that should be enough. I'm gonna try to pop the hood. And yeah, maybe we should have started this when it was plus 20, but what's the fun in that? If you're gonna have a cold start, you might as well have a cold start. I can't feel my hands, but that just means it won't hurt when I slam the door on it or whatever. Okay. Yeah, it's cold. Okay, the hood release works. It has no juice. There's a big pile of frozen dirt right here, so that's lovely. The noise you hear coming behind us is Dale from Back Road Truckers. Coolest little person I've ever met. He gets around in a skid steer, and he appears to be bringing us mayonnaise. I'm not sure why we'd need mayonnaise. Let's see what Dale has to say about bringing us mayonnaise. Did you bring us mayonnaise?
Yes.
For what? Oh, is this for the... Bobo lost the squirt bottle. So what Dale has done, that's not mayonnaise, has brought us a temporary squirt bottle for filling the float bowls and putting gas in the carb. Thank you, Dale, for the lovely mayonnaise. I greatly appreciate it. No, y'all make sure you check out Dale's show on the History Network, Back Road Truckers. He's a funny character, let me tell you. Now, I worry about Dale's intelligence because he drives a Ford. And where's that Ford right now?
In the shop.
Okay, so we've covered that. Let's get back to working on the Chevy.
I'll take donations.
Yeah. Yeah, typical Ford owner, hey? Okay, so we got a clean engine bay. We got mayonnaise. We got gas. I do believe we have gas. Do we have gas?
Right there.
I know Bobo's got gas. Oh, yay! A Chevy side post battery. Perfect for this kind of thing. I'm gonna grab the jump box. I'll be right back. The reason why I seem so animated and moving quicker than usual is because it's freaking cold. And for those of you that are new, yes, I always wear my sunglasses. It was incredibly sunny a minute ago. Then the mountain took it away. Blake's getting a back scratch. I gotta figure out which one's negative. Of course, there's no top post, so we're gonna go like this. Hook up the negative to here. Get on there, you. That's lead. At least it's got big enough terminals to hook to. Some of the Chevys we've worked on, not big enough terminals. That should make a connection. Now, this thing shouldn't be too hard to start. It appears I just locked my truck too, so that's always good with Bobo and Dale around. Why am I not 6 inches taller?
You know, there's a guy here at 6'4" that could reach that a lot easier,
you're on
right?
the camera. You're gonna reach it, trust me. Okay, air can off. Oh, the air can froze to my finger. Okay. Note to self and others watching, when it's this cold, if your hands still have a little bit of dampness on it and you take an air can off, your hands will stick to the air can. I'm gonna go get the gas and put this on the bench. I'll be right back. All right, so we got a choke. The same guy that laughed at me for being stubby is now going to get a step stool. And what's really funny is our buddy Dale thinks that's rather amusing also. So, Bubba, what I need you to do, I'm going to head on in and try to turn the key and stuff. We need to turn the jump box on, make sure we've hooked it up right. By we, I mean you. And then we're going to try and start this beast and see if it'll run. Okay?
Okay, let's give her.
First, actually, we forgot something. What are we forgetting to do that we have to do before we try to start any engine, regardless?
We forgot the mustard.
No, we didn't forget the mustard. You need to check the freaking oil. This is the part where I don't know where the oil stick is on it. There it is, he found it. Oh, watch your head. Okay.
We're good.
It's thick because it's minus 15, but it's full.
This truck did get swamped.
It got swamped?
Yeah, it was underneath water.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, well, that's new information from Dale. I've scratched off our initial odds. How much oil is in it? Was it full or just normal?
We're full.
Yeah, but how far full? Like,
Full.
like it's got water in it or at the full line?
It's full.
Okay.
We're good.
I'm glad we cleared that up. But,
It's full of mustard.
okay, here, you hold this.
I got a camera right here.
Well, okay, I'll take this one inside, guys, and then we're gonna try to start it. So, when I tell you to, aim for that vent tube. Yeah, and try to get the choke's open a hair, so get some in there, and we'll give her a shot here. Why are you playing with the choke blade? It's just a choke. I mean, it's got a choke. It should start. Let's see what happens. Is the jump box on?
I don't know. Am I gonna blow up?
I don't know. Turn it on. We'll find out. I think I hooked it up right.
No fire. We're good.
Okay, let's see if it turns over.
Ah, fucking Christ.
Okay, put some gas in her.
Hang on, it's not going down properly.
Just open the blade and splash some in. Did it go in?
Yeah, there's some in there.
Okay, ready?
Give her.
Adjust the jump box jumper cables. Turn it off while you do it, but gotta try to get a better connection here.
Goddamn mayo.
Don't have gas in your head when you're doing that.
Yeah, that's why I said turn the jump box off.
Right?
Ready?
Yeah. Smoke!
Okay. That engine does not sound happy.
Well, that was the jumper box.
No, it came from right here.
Yeah, it's because of the amount of load that was put on it. All right, Bobo, you hold this.
Does it have a block either?
I don't know, I'm gonna look for that. You take this there, Bobo.
Well, I could tow it.
What's the fun of towing?
Why do we want to tow it? Where'd the smoke come from? The positive terminal?
Yeah.
It's got 100%. It's got a good ground. Sounded like the engine was unhappy because it's got lots of juice up there.
I hope it's not frozen.
Well, I hope there's not water. It did crank. I just hope there's not water in the, like, if someone swamped it, right? I'm just glad it wasn't me that swamped it. I know, Blake, it's cold, buddy. Just hang on. She's cold. don't see anything touching wrong. I think it was just the load we put on it. Just, you reach in. I'm gonna put this right here for now, Dale. Okay, you reach in and crank it, Bubba. I'll shut her down if I see a big problem here.
Who put this mountain here?
I think that was Dale.
Oops. Ready?
Yeah. Stop.
Half a turnover.
Yeah. She's too cold. I think we'd be better off to try to charge this battery.
Ooh.
And see, does it have a block heater? I don't see one. So, we may have to return to this in the morning. Because it's getting good juice out of this thing. I watched the gauge go down and everything. Just don't think it's getting a good connection, but it's pretty connected. I don't see any smoke. Try to crank it one more time here, Bubba. What we got here? It's got 100. I don't see any like worrisome like fire or big smoke or anything.
Ready?
Yeah. Okay, stop. I think it's just the connections are dirty. So, I think what we'll do is charge this battery, look for a block heater. Don't do it at sundown.
Do you have a big battery charger?
Yeah.
I got a big one.
How big's yours?
250.
Well, right on, Dale. You got something bigger than me. Good job, buddy. So, what we're going to do is do this right, because I don't want to hurt this engine. I don't want to keep hurting the starter. Not that we have hurt it, but you guys know what I mean. And pop that battery out. Send it with Dale, because he's bigger than me. Show off. And charge the battery up. We've plugged the block heater in on that. She's got good voltage. Swing over so they can see that again. God, I love that truck. That's right, White Freightliner. Whew, white line fever. And maybe not get to the point where the sun is going down. The dog is so cold he's in pain. And we'll see you in the morning when we come back out here and get both these trucks running. Mark my words. Welcome back. It's warmed right up to a balmy -7 degrees. It's Blake's birthday, right, buddy?
Happy birthday, buddy.
That's right. And we got to get this tank moved. So, what I'm going to do now, because somebody else took the ignition out. Luckily, I've got pictures before it came out. It's one of my least favorite things to do is work on something after somebody else has taken it apart. So, luckily I've got pictures. You can see here, and it's got a shut off, so there's no power going to the ignition right now. We got all these wires that went to the original ignition. Now this truck is set up for a push button start, so this only has 3 posts. The new ignition has 4, no big deal. We'll still use the push button, but I got to figure out which one is hot when the shut off is turned off. So we're going to use this test light here. I am going to have to get Bobo to put down that camera and head on over and turn the shut off on and off for me while I check, so we don't melt anything, or, you know, maybe hook something up backwards. And it'll be warmer here, but I don't want to wreck this because it ain't my truck. So let's do that, Bobo.
Okie dokie.
Okay, get her done. All right, let's test some of these leads. Nothing is touching. I do have pictures, but I want to see which one has power first so I can get it hooked up. Turn it on. Is that on?
Yeah.
One of these should be hot, unless I don't have a good ground. I think the cab's aluminum, which could be a problem. Is that you? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so which way is it right now? On. One of these should have juice. I probably don't have a good enough ground. Damn it. Maybe the seat frame will work. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. Power. Okay, so that's the battery. Okay, turn it off. Perfect. So now we know that that one is the battery. So we go here to where it says B for battery and hook this up. Man, is it cold. I should not have left this in the truck overnight. It would be much easier if I had not. We'll grab the screwdriver, stick it up against there, and of course drop the screw. And how I managed to find that, I'll never know, but I did find it. So we'll stick the screw back through this one and hook this up to battery. If I can get the screwdriver to cooperate. Oh, how I wish the ignition had never been pulled out of this. Come on, baby. Awkward much? I just gotta get it to start and then we'll be laughing. Okay, so that is hooked up to battery. Now we need to figure out which one is the ignition. So this is when we're going to go to the pictures, and on this one, let me see here, ignition appears to be, that's accessory, that's ignition. So can we tell via the picture which is which here? This appears to have, okay, so I gotta figure out which one. That's battery power. Well, we are just gonna have to kind of wing it, because these pictures are not great. You can't see the base of the ignition. So it looks like some of it goes to there, some of it goes to this post. The blue and orange ones go to ignition. But that should be the only ignition wire. All right, so after zooming in and reviewing the photos, I can tell that this is the ignition wire. So that should make the ignition live. These are all accessory. Some of the accessories go here. I know that the red one goes to accessory as well. Now, we don't need the starter button, or the starter screw, sorry, because it's got a starter button, which is still hooked up. So this one should go to ignition because it's bent over. This red one, and these two brown ones. Well, all we really need is ignition and start. So let's hook up the ignition wire. I don't really care if accessories work or not. And see if we can get ignition out of it, hey? How's that sound to you, Bobo?
Well, you don't want to hook up the air horns?
Well, the air horns run on air, not electricity. So it won't matter.
Don't need your blinker?
No, we're not driving it anywhere. That's a magical screw that disappeared. Luckily, we have an extra one built in. We just won't talk about that. This is why I don't like it when other people take stuff apart and then I gotta put it back together. Could be worse though.
I could have done it?
No, because if you would have done it, you would have been like, hey, how do I do this? And I would have been like, well, take pictures where it's labeled. This is just awkward as fudge to get these to start sometimes, especially at the angle I'm working at. But I will say, on the bright side, it beats the heck out of being on my back underneath the dash of some little import car. Just start for me. Butterfingers. Awkward.
You really don't know how to screw, do you?
You're about to get delegated to it in a minute if I don't get it soon. Oh, of course, sure. As soon as I make it Pablo's problem, I get it. This will be great, though, when I look and find out I've hooked it to the wrong one. Starter, battery. That's accessory. Shoot. That's ignition. Damn it. See, this is one thing you'll get to see on our channel compared to others, is this is how it actually goes a lot of the time. Primarily, because if I'd taken it apart, I'd know which one is which. No, that was the right one. Maybe not. Okay, so that's accessory. That's battery, that's accessory, this is ignition, and that's start. So this is ignition. What would be really great is if somebody hadn't lost the keys for this. That is definitely...
Or if it was a little bit warmer.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. It needs to be moved. Oh, see, positive outlook. That worked that time, no problem. Okay, so... these ones are not live. Okay, go turn it on, Bobo. The ignition is off. We'll check and make sure this has got power. This is how it goes. Okay. Oh, I lost my ground. Whoops, gotta get my ground back. I gotta make sure this sucker's not in gear too. There goes my ground again. It's one of those days. Get on your home. Come on. Stay. Okay, we got power. Okay. Okay. The ignition's on. I'm gonna have to climb up in there and we'll see whether or not it cranks, because I don't know if it's in neutral or not. Drive, overdrive, low. So low ranger. The only way I can do it is if I hold the clutch in. Okay, so let's see if it even cranks here. Oh, didn't like that. So we're gonna have to hook up the ignition wires better. So these go to accessory, and that goes to ignition. They were at one time labeled. It's because it was touching the dash. It's all good. Okay. If you want to go turn the battery power off, I'm going to hook the rest of these up and we'll be right back. I now have a custom Craftsman ignition because the other one would not work. So we've got this hooked up. Bobo's going to give the truck juice. He's going to come back, hold this camera. I'm going to... Okay. Now we did plug it in and I have put one spray ether in it. Apparently it ran when parked. It's been plugged in since last night, so this should be good. Okay, that's badass. Wicked. It appears to be stuck in gear. Is she rolling coal? Looks like it in the shadow. Okay, so in these trucks, a lot of the times you gotta let the clutch out a little bit to get it to come in and out of gear. Okay, I think I got neutral. It's got an Eaton Fuller Road Ranger deep reduction, high and low indirect. We'll find out here. I just gotta, I think it's in neutral. It's really hard to tell because the trans is so cold. And I don't know where the clutch engages. Air brakes are frozen. Building air. Pressure. One air gauge is coming up. Let's give you a look in here, guys. The legs are down at the back of this thing too. So we're gonna have to figure that out. These are probably the wipers. No tunes. I'm not even positive I have the ignition correctly wired because I didn't take it apart. Let's see here. It might be in the wrong position because it's where's my lights? Washer, wiper, handle lights. Sounds like it's going off, but I wonder if one of the air tank's valves open. Let's see here. Well, that's on. Where's the test light? I want to make sure it's got power. I got it. It's getting bright out. I need you to hook it up for me to that spot I had of that. Bravo is freezing his giblets off. He's a popsicle.
I can't feel my fingers.
That's because
it's holding the camera. I can't get it in. Hang on. There you go.
You got it?
I think so.
Yep, we're good. All right, well, I'm gonna hop down, check the other things, and unplug the heater. Can you grab me? I'm gonna put something around this. I just don't want it to touch the dash. Even just one of our yellow cloths, I wanna make sure it doesn't arc anywhere. She's a strong runner, although we've only got air pressure on one gauge. I don't want to compound the brakes. Let's see here. It comes off. They might be frozen. That could be a different trailer brake pressure as well. I don't know this truck, guys, so here's the camera, Bobo. Show them the details on it.
It says white, bronze, and black. I don't see no bronze on
Well, that would have been the factory colors, right?
Yeah.
You're building pressure costing. He's definitely a runner. We don't know this truck, gang, so I didn't see your standard PTO unit inside. I'm gonna have to look by where I was sitting. I'm just taking my time. Listen, I got a CDL, I know what I'm doing, but I'm new to the truck. On a lot of channels and pages, you'll see guys that are like, oh yeah, blah, 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 I know everything. I'm good at it, but here we pride ourselves in showing you what's really going on. And I think we've got enough juice in this thing to get the legs up. If I'm right, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna do one at a time because this thing's been sitting forever. That one moving, Bobo?
Yeah, it's going up, buddy.
Nice.
Oh, oh, come on.
Come on, baby, you can do it. I don't know where the high idle switch is. It's still
There we
taking
go.
her easy. Okay. Blake Dog's got a scratch going on. Let's see what happens here.
No. Probably frozen. They move. Where do you want me?
Here.
Hey?
Over there, so you can film it.
Come on. Okay, good there. Come forward towards me and then straighten out and go straight back. Yeah, now you go straight back pretty much. A little bit of right hand down, you'll be fine.
Would have been nice to be able to close the door, but what do you do, right? Woo! All right. You want to go turn the power off for me, Bello?
On it. Say hi to everybody, big dog. No?
Yeah, the parking brake. Push to apply, pull to release, that kind of stuff. It was stuck. The first 2 times I pushed it, didn't go.
Yeah.
That's why I wasn't pushing it. I didn't want to cook the clutch out of the old girl. Well, it runs and drives great. Clutch is good. I don't know if it's got power steering or not though. Whew, buddy. But she's a runner. Now it's parked where it needs to park. I wish it had insurance on it. I'd love to button it up a bit and take her for a rip around the block. Get some warmth in that transmission, but she's good to go.
Right arm.
All right, I'm gonna go put some tools away, and we'll see you again soon, gang. Because none of this is any good. Let's play count the horns. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's why.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yikes. This setup is just atrocious.